Already heard the tablet. All right, guys. Let me get you guys up in chat here. Guys, let me get you guys up in chat here. Wow, I'm so loud. All right, I think I'm gonna do not YouTube Shorts. I'm gonna do the regular one. All right, guys. So today we're gonna be doing a Titan build today, a white Titan build. So it is a customer build. So the parts does have. Let me see if I got the invoice here. So if it has any custom parts or anything. Okay, so we're gonna be using our Verily Tech Matrix 55 case in white. We're gonna be processors at AMD Ryzen 7 7700. CPU coolers are Verily Tech RGB Tower Cooler. For the motherboard, we are using a B650 Pro RS Wi-Fi. For RAM, it's a 32 gigabyte DDR5 6000 megahertz. For storage, they opted in for a 4 terabyte M.2 PCIe NVMe. For graphics card, it's a RTX 5060 Ti. For power supply, they upgrade to 700 watt power supply, and 6 high performance RGB fans. So we gotta take fans, yeah. So perfect. So it should be easy build. I believe previously we've been doing a lot of like O11s. We did the we did the Fantex case, the NV9. Yeah, so now we're gonna bring it down. We also had our Legacy in here too. So this will be it'll be the Apollo, and then it'll be this one, the Titan. This one has a better GPU and a better CPU. The Apollo does have I believe it has a 5060, but it is a little bit cheaper, and the Titan will be like the runner up after the Apollo. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the build. We do have, like I said, our B650M Pro RS Wi-Fi. So let's move this to the side here. I'm gonna get the TikTok up on my phone over here on this side. Right. Let's see. Relay Tech. All right. What's up? Welcome to the stream on TikTok. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the motherboard, CPU, RAM, and NVMe, all that good stuff for the motherboard. So yeah, every time you order a PC from us, we give you pretty much everything that all the extra pieces, all the manuals, all the screws, all this extra stuff that the computer does come with. The customer does receive it back. We don't need it. We don't have to keep it. Yeah, nice motherboard. Has like it's like gray, whitish. Goes really well with the case, with the white on white case. White on black case, sorry. That's some black to it, like the screws and stuff are black, but the majority of the case is white. All right, let's go ahead and start with the CPU here. We are streaming on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, on all 3 platforms. There we go. CPU's in. Go ahead and open up our RAM here. Got 1 stick. Another stick. There we go. Just get those in there, put them in the 2nd and 4th slot. There you go. Just do 2 clicks. Make sure they're in. I do need my M.2 screwdriver. Do I have it here? No, I do not. Let me go ahead and get that screwdriver really quick. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We'll put the mics on. I hope RAM goes down in price. No, for reals. What's up, Fly? Yeah, RAM prices are really high. And I don't think, to be honest, they're going to be going down anytime soon. Just because of like the AI and stuff like that. But yeah. Hopefully, I hope they do, but I don't think it'll be going down anytime soon, to be honest. What's up, Much Fly? Welcome to the stream. Alright, there we go. I'll go ahead and put our M.2 in, our 4 terabyte M.2. Take a little plastic off. The thermal pad here. Perfect. What's up, DJ Carson? Welcome to the stream. It's not grabbing on. Let me align it perfectly. This is like the M.2 things that I hate working with. I like the easy latch ones, like on all the new motherboards actually have pretty much easy latch on their M.2 covers or heat sinks actually. Yeah, no one's really using the screws anymore. Everybody's doing more of easy latches on the motherboards. All right, so we got RAM, CPU, 4 TB NVMe. Let's go ahead and install our cooler as well, just so it makes it easier for us. So it's easier when it's not in the case. Where's my drill? Yo, I have an unstable network on my PC. I use internet. I don't know what to do anymore. What do you mean unstable? Like you're not getting like you get buffers and stuff like that. Ping's very high in games. But what do you mean by unstable? And you say you are using internet port. So it's pretty weird. Should be getting better internet than Wi-Fi. Maybe check your driver. Maybe your driver's not up to date. Packet loss and burst. Could just be. Have you tried resetting your internet router? Try resetting. Maybe that would help. If you haven't yet. And is your internet port directly on your internet router, or using like an extension? And then you're connected to that, and then go into your PC, or is directly from your router to your PC. All right, get this thermal paste on here. No, I haven't, but it's only my PC that lags, and it's direct internet from PC to router. From PC to router. Yeah, I'll say go ahead and try to reset your browser, and then if that doesn't work, go ahead and check the driver of the actual internet. Like go into like your BIOS, whichever motherboard you have, Asus, ASRock. Go into their website, support page, download the most internet LAN driver for your motherboard. See if that helps. Maybe you have like a corrupted one, outdated one, maybe just a new one. Maybe it's just corrupted, to be honest. What's the cooler? It's just one of our Veritech tower coolers. Yeah, 50 with the 900 X3D, or it's X870 board with the gig Wi-Fi. And you update the driver and all. Maybe it's the cable. Maybe it's the internet cable. What about Wi-Fi? If you do Wi-Fi, do you have any issues with that? With just Wi-Fi? But AMD. If it was a cable, it would default to Wi-Fi. As soon as I start playing certain games, if we just restart again. Nah, so if it was the cable, there could be um like it could be getting connection, but the connection could not be 100%. So that's where you're getting that instability, like packet loss and stuff. Or it could be the internet port on the board. It could be a lot of things, to be honest. You just gotta go one by one, see which one, troubleshoot which one it could be. I have a problem, so I just sold your Intel. I've changed my DNS to A8. Yeah. I was gonna tell you that. Do that as well, like to Google DNS, or Amazon. Those typically don't work, to be honest, because I've tried them, and it doesn't make your packet loss or ping any better. You just have to get good internet. But you said you had 1 GB, so you shouldn't. Try that first. Try changing the cable using like a different one. See if that's the issue. If I remember correctly, because I also have 1 gig fiber optic internet. If I remember correctly, I had to get like a specific cable for the 1 gig, but I don't remember if it was the one that had to go straight to the router or the one that was going from the router to my PC. I really remember. But it had to be like a specific cable or internet port cable because of like the 1 gig speed. All right. My ping jumps from 14 to 30 to 50 and goes back down. Oh man, it's unstable. Yeah, I would just say yeah, you just gotta have to troubleshoot, see what it'll be more stable on. Like a different cable. Yeah, because all that setting stuff and changing the windows, it normally typically doesn't really help. Yeah, try the cable, I don't know if I asked you this, but is it unstable on Wi-Fi as well? Like if you switch it to Wi-Fi? They say AI is making computer memory RAM more expensive. Is that true? That is very true. RAM has probably tripled in price, just because all these companies are buying all the RAM stock supply before it even goes on shelves. And yeah, it's making it hard for like the third-party consumer or the regular consumer to buy RAM. I mean, you could buy it. It just you're paying like the tax of you're paying on the tax on the RAM. Because all these big AI companies and I forgot what the companies, all these other companies were also called. They're like updating all their like workstations and computers, and they were all on DDR4. Now they're all going to DDR5. I don't know if I think DDR4 RAM there should be an issue, but I think DDR4 RAM is just going up in price just because people are just finding ways to up the price just because since there isn't DDR5, people are just building DDR4 computers, and then just raising the prices. Like scalpers and stuff are just trying to raise the prices on their own. But there shouldn't be a reason why DDR4 is so expensive. Should be expensive because AI companies are using DDR5, not DDR4. You're gonna build on through, right? I don't know what you mean by that. Through? Thorough? Through? Alright, so we got the cooler on, then we can go ahead and put the fan in here. Yep, if you're new to the stream, go ahead and drop a follow. We do stream every day. Different types of streams. We do build streams, benchmark streams, showcase like games on certain computers that we sell. But yeah, we'll try to have some fun streams for you guys, or just builds and stuff, customer builds, custom builds, builds that we have pre-configured. All right, with the motherboard here, let's go ahead and what's up, Looney? Welcome to the stream. Go ahead and put in the case. I just do need the motherboard screws. And then we are going to need to move the standoffs because it's set up for full ATX. The case is set up for full ATX. All right. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions regarding this PC, any PCs that we do have, or any questions regarding your PC or whatever. I'll be happy to answer them to the best that I can. I don't know if you guys are, if you are in school. I don't know if you guys are out of school yet, in school, like Christmas break and stuff. It's either, I believe it's either they get out, you guys probably get out this week or next week for Christmas break. But if you are on break, let me know if you are on break. PC finally has a shipping time, LOL. All right. Let's go ahead and get our screws ready over here. What PC did you order, Looney? You're excited? Nice. What PC did you order? What PC did you get? What's up, next? Welcome to the stream. All right. This case doesn't have like the easy latch on, so we do have to hold it and then screw it in. You're on Twitch talking about it? Maybe right. Like today? Today you were talking about it, or yesterday? Not yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, or the previous stream. You're probably talking about it. Oh, there was a shorts DJ. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. There is. There still is. Oh, so you finally got like they told you like ETA and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Let me have that 5090. This one right here. Where's that 5090? This 5090 right here, or that 5090? Or that 5090? This one's Aurora's. That was GeForce. This one's Asus Tough. I stopped count how many boxes we have of 5090s. Yeah, it's definitely worth the wait. I believe you said you were going from console, right? You were upgrading from consoles to a PC, if I remember correctly. Oh damn. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely, when I got my first PC, I was going from a PlayStation 4. And yeah, the switch from PC. Also, make sure you also get a good monitor too, depending on probably the mic. Depending on your budget, I would say either get like a 140 hertz monitor or a 240 hertz monitor. If you want like a big difference, I'll say go with a 244 hertz or 240 and a or 144 hertz. Can you give me a free PC? No, I don't have. I can't give you a free PC, but follow our socials, and then we should be doing giveaways at the beginning of the year next year, or should be doing giveaways next year. So be on the lookout for that, and just follow our socials when we do a giveaway. We do be doing giveaways. Did we used to be viral? No. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. I think we did technical support for them after I think they shut down. I think if it's the right company I'm thinking about. I think we helped out with like their technical support if they did need it after they shut down, but I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully I'm talking about the correct company. Is it hard to start GPUs? Depends. Like, it's not hard. It's just you can watch like a video and then it'll be super easy to do it, but yeah, it's not hard. I feel like it's more scary for like the, if you've never done it before, it's probably gonna be scary just because you don't want to pull too much on the GPU to take it out. But it's not hard. It's just releasing the latch of what the GPU is held onto to the PCIe slot on the motherboard. But other than that, it's not hard. It's just like a couple of screws on the side here, and then it could be 2 or 3. The majority is only 2 screws, and then just release the latch on the PCIe slot on the motherboard, and then you're able to pull out the GPU. But it's not hard. You can watch 1 or 2 YouTube videos on YouTube, and they should be able to tell you. Installing it and removing it, same thing. I'm jumping from a GTX 1650 to RTX 2080. Oh, damn, that's a good upgrade. Yeah, nah, it shouldn't be hard, especially with those cards. I think those cards are a little bit more slimmer. So it should be a little bit easier for you to swap them out. All right, guys, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cable manage these 3 fans here in the front, just so they're not in the way. So we are going to be putting 3 more fans. We're going to put 2 on the top, 1 on the side here. But I'm going to be doing the cable managing here on the back here of these 3 fans in the front, just to get that cable, those cables nice and done. And then we'll do the cable management for the other 3 fans once we install them. And after that, just power supply and GPU, and then should be done with this build. Oh snap, did I hear a free PC? No, I wish. I wish we were giving a free PC out. I wish they gave me a free PC. But no, like I said, just follow our socials. We do giveaways. If it's either a free PC, free items that we do have, like keyboard or mouse, headset, stuff like that. We do giveaways. Just keep on the lookout. Follow on our socials. And then, like I said, just be on the lookout when we do giveaways, so you have a chance to enter, and hopefully you do win. We did a couple this year. We did a few PC giveaways this year. We collab with some other creators to do PC giveaways and stuff. So yeah, just keep on the lookout. We do have giveaways on our socials, and hopefully you do get a chance to win. All right. So cable managing, when it comes to building PCs, cable managing is probably the most time-consuming part of the build. Installing the fan, installing the motherboard, radiator, cooler, whatever you have, it's probably the easy part. The hard part is more the cable management. The way I like to see it is you sacrifice the front of the case. Sorry, you sacrifice the back of the case to make the front look good. You still want to make the back to look good. And then like pulling all the cables to the back, pulling them all so they're all nice and tight in the front, and they look nice and clean. But yeah, that's probably the most time consuming if you are going to be building your own computer. That's probably the most time consuming part is cable managing. If you don't care, you can probably just connect everything and just stuff all this stuff underneath the case and stuff like that. But yeah, I like cable managing just because and the way we like to cable manage here is we like to cable manage in sections. So let's say you do have any issues with, let's say, certain fans on your PC, on your power supply, whatever. We do like to cable manage in sections, so we have section out certain fans just so you could go back and go easily and find which fan or in the little section of where that fan, the one that's broken, where you can find it. So like I said, I'm doing these three first, so I'm sectioning that off first. I'm cable managing that first, putting it to one section, and then I'll do these three fans into another section, so I know where those fans are at. Just so, like I said, if you do it ever in the future, you need to do some troubleshooting. It's easier for you or easier for us if you do call us for technical support and stuff to help you guys out. Just because we know a lot of people that do buy computers from us are don't know too much about computers. They probably know a good amount, but when it comes, even if you know about computers, when it comes to the cables and troubleshooting and stuff like that, it's completely different. You might not even know. So taking that step of sectioning off the cables just so it's easier for troubleshooting and then easier for you. And it also makes it look nice too. So. Is the 5090 worth it? If you have the money for the 5090, it is, to be honest. It's a very strong card. Yeah, for the money that you spend, you're getting your money's worth, to be honest. Can you get another card that could do the same thing? No. Can you get a powerful card for a cheaper price? To be honest, I don't even know, because probably like a 3080 is probably like around $1,000 something also. So might as well for a couple dollars more, go for the 5090. But a 3080, a 4080 Super, a 5080, all those cards, if it's just for gaming in general, perfect. Like especially for depending on what games you play too. If you play Fortnite, you don't need a 5090 for Fortnite because that game is more CPU intensive. So I would say probably go with the better CPU. Like max out the CPU instead of the GPU. But yeah, it also just depends on what games or what you're using the computer for and stuff like that. But yeah, 5090 is worth it if you have the money for it. Or if you're willing to spend the money. Now, Vil, the editor, do y'all still want to do the collab? I don't know. Go ahead and get in contact with our media team. I believe you get in contact with them through our customer service, but I don't know. You could go ahead and ask them. If you for a 5080, is it worth the upgrade? Like if you're going from a 5080 to a 5090, I think the 5090 has like 15 more percent FPS wise. But like I said, it just depends on what you're gonna be using it for. If you want to upgrade to 5090, you could always just sell the 5080, get a 5090, sell the 5080 for like 800, 700 bucks on the low end, and then buy that 5090. But 50 is already good. Streaming game, yeah, the 58 is good. There's no point of upgrading to a 5090. Oh, lose connection here. Yeah. But if you have like a great deal on the 5090 and you're able to get one for like a good reasonable price, I mean a 5090 wouldn't be bad. Is it worth the upgrade if you just want to upgrade to a new GPU? No, I would say no. Just because the 5080 is already very powerful. Especially if you're going to be streaming and gaming, it's already powerful enough, to be honest. I think there'll be like a benefit to it, but it'll be very small. I feel like you'll notice it, but like very little. It won't be like anything dramatic. Like if you're going from like a 5060 to like a 5080 that you have now. Like if you were to tell me, I have like a 4080, not even a 4080 to be honest. You tell me that you have a 4070 Super or 4070 or 5070, then yeah, but It's a 5080. I just bought the Corsair 9000D. Was that a good idea? I believe I believe that's the like the huge case. I believe we even offer it here. I believe. Is that a bad idea? No, it's not a bad idea. I mean, if you like big cases, I believe it is the big case. 21 fans. Wow. I think I built in the 9000D. I built in the 4 and 5000D, but not 9000. Yeah, not the I haven't done the 9000D. It's subtle right now, but the airflow's not the greatest. Yeah, and you're upgrading to 9000D with 21 fans. I'm pretty sure you'll notice a little bit difference in airflow. You can probably put like cheap fans too, and it'll still have great airflow just because of the 21 fans. If you are planning to put 21. Yeah, if you're going for airflow, you probably chose the best case. I didn't even know that case could take 21 fans. So right now I'm just plugging in our case cables here. Like our audio, our F panel cables. You got all lean Lee. I just ordered 12 more. Oh, nice. Using the wireless ones or using the like the Infinity, like the wired ones. Wireless would be good because especially if you're not using the LCD ones, because then you would just have to get like a fan hub to connect all the fans to. But if you're using the LCD or the wire ones, you're gonna have to get a lot of hubs and probably like a USB 2.0 hub as well because of the controllers. Or unless I believe I haven't done it that way, but I believe you can do it just separate directly to the motherboard without the controller or the little D&D hub. Oh, the ones that connect together. Okay, got you. Yeah, I think when I mean wireless, I don't know if you know, but what I mean wireless is like their hub, like where you can connect all the fans together. Like I know the fans interlink together, but whatever you connect the fans to, it's like a little hub, like a Lee hub. They have like a wireless hub where it doesn't even have to be connected to power. You just connect it to one of your USBs, and all the fans like will get connected to Bluetooth. That's what I meant by wireless. They're not really wireless. You just have to connect the cable to the interlink fans. So you connect 3 fans together, and then you just have to connect the cable to it that goes either to the motherboard to get some power. But it's just the hub that's wireless. How much is a 5090? I don't even know. I don't even know what's the market right now. I remember one time seeing them at like 3,000, 2,500. Um, yeah, I don't even know what's the market on GPUs. I believe I heard also GPUs are gonna get more expensive. So RAM's expensive. I think even NVMe's also already went up in price as well. So I believe NVMe's are also gonna get expensive if they're not already. I forgot where if I read that NVMe's were already getting expensive as well. Yep, a lot of changes in the technical world right now, or the tech world. So have you built your computer already, or bought in like the summer? You're getting away from all the, and I don't even want to say inflation, but just all the prices going up and stuff. Behind you, can I buy the one you got? There's no GPU in there. It's just the boxes. There was a GPU in there before. But yeah. There's just this display. We did have a GPU in them. I just bought the 99 Samsung 1 TB for 100. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I believe like some they still have like your like Christmas sales and stuff like that. And you can still get them, but I did hear NVMe's prices are gonna start going up. GPU prices are also gonna start going up. Same way RAM prices went up, GPU NVMe prices are gonna go up as well. So that's good. You got your 99, we say 99 Pro for $100. I just wanted to upgrade my case. Nice. All right, let me go get. I do need the fans here. Let me go get those, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. 3 more fans for the side here and the 2 on the top. Yo, Lunatic, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let me just put the mics back on. There you go. All right, so we're gonna put 2 on top, 1 on the side here. What's up, Ayo? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So like I said, this is a Titan build, one of our builds that we do have. For the specs, we got a 5060 Ti. Let me go ahead and read you guys the specs if you guys are new to the stream. So the spec of the PC, we got our VeriTech Matrix 55 case in white. It has AMD Ryzen 7 7700 B650M motherboard, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 6000 MHz RAM, 4 terabyte M.2, a 5060 Ti, a 700 watt power supply, and 6 RGB VeriTech fans. Did I miss anything there? 50 Ti? No, we're all good. Every time I pronounce the parts and stuff, I always feel like I missed something. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I just built my PC last week, 5070 with the Ryzen 5 9600X. I paid 350 euros for 2x16 DDR5. Damn, yeah. If you would have bought like a month or 2 ago, you would have gone for at least for 16 gigabyte set, you probably would have paid like $100, 120 at most. Yeah, it's just double the price. Yeah, RAM is crazy in prices right now. All right, let's install this back one first, and then go ahead and install the other ones, the 2 on top. But I feel like there's always like something either super expensive in gaming computers. To be honest, this year it wasn't too crazy. All the prices were good. GPU prices were good. You were able to buy any GPU you wanted. RAM prices were good. CPU prices were good. Motherboard prices were good. Until the very end, probably November, October. That's where everything just started going up again. Or RAM, at least RAM, that started going up. But like I said, I read already that NVMEs are going to start going up. GPUs are going to start going up. Like, so the new year is all just going to be prices of PC parts going up and up and up and up. Which sucks because I believe a lot of people wanted to buy their gaming rig for Christmas, or at least build one. But now they can't because all the prices are so expensive. Or if they do, they could, but they're just gonna be paying double the price for RAM. And that is not fun. Nah, it's not fun. For paying double. When knowing a couple months ago the RAM was at a different price and nothing's changed. It's literally the same RAM. Nothing has changed. Same DDR5 RAM. There you go. We got that one in. Now let's go ahead and do the ones on top. Go ahead and remove the dust filter on top here. There we go. Up the cable through. Oh. What's up, Jacob? I'm thinking of getting an HP Omen 35L Ryzen 7 18700F with RTX 5060 Ti 16GB DDR5. What do you think? Ryzen 7 8700F with the RTX 5060 Ti. Well, Omen, I heard Omen. I don't want to be like biased or anything, but ever since I've heard of Omen, Alienware, and stuff like that, I never heard good reviews about them. Just because they do tend to cheap out, like on the motherboard, on the RAM they get, on the, especially I don't think they tell you specifics of what RAM, what memory, what motherboard you're gonna be getting. Like they tend to cheap out and like just but that's what I always heard. Like when I was first looking into building my computer, looking at computers, they do have like the cool cases. Like Alienware, don't get me wrong, they have like the cool, unique cases that they had. I don't even know if they have cool, unique cases anymore. But I knew back then they had like cool, unique cases. Like they had like a Sphere one and stuff like that. That's what they were known for. But they weren't known for having good PC parts. But the configuration that you gave me sounds okay. It doesn't sound bad. Kind of sounds like this PC, but it has a 7700X. Can you have a free PC? You have a question? Yeah, go ahead. Give me, I don't mind. Whatever question you guys have, I'll be more than happy to answer. If you want a free PC, who said that? Chucky, if you want a free PC, go ahead and follow our socials. This year we did do a couple PC giveaways. Collab with other creators to give away PCs. We also did our own PC giveaways, but just go ahead and follow us on all the socials, and when we do have a giveaway, you'll be informed, and you can go ahead and enter in one of those giveaways. There we go. We got the top fans in. We go ahead and put the dust filter back on top here. Perfect. Now we can do the kill management for those 3 fans. The good thing about these fans is they do daisy chain, so it makes our life a little bit easier. All right. What's the SATA cable? I believe you're trying to say SATA. What's like SATA cable on the power supply? So the SATA cable on the power supply pretty much is used for either hard drives, SSDs. That's probably the main majority of why you use the SATA cable. But a lot of controllers, like for like fans and stuff, or any like peripherals that you might put, the controllers might use SATA for the power. But yeah, it's just a connection that certain devices use, like a hard drive, SSD. Like I said, those use SATA power cable from the power supply to get powered. That's pretty much what a cable is. Kind of like a PCIe, a 12 volt high power, 24 pin CPU pin. Just a way to give power to a certain device. So specs of the PC I'm getting are a 1050 Ti and a 7700 with 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Is that enough for Fortnite? Any modern AAA titles? The only thing I would say, probably the GPU is a little bit on the lower end, but I know that GPU does do a really good job. For Fortnite, I was mentioning earlier, the GPU doesn't really matter. What matters is your CPU. So you have an Intel CPU. It'll do good. You'll get with that PC setup, you'll for sure get more than 60 FPS than a console. You'll probably get 200, maybe 240. 140 probably stabled. But yeah, it's pretty good. What's up, Alexander, on YouTube? Welcome to the stream. Here we go. This is where I put that other connection here. Welcome to the stream. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure you drop a follow. We are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So whatever platform you are watching, go ahead and drop a follow. Turn notifications on. I believe YouTube has notifications. Twitch also has notifications. I don't know about TikTok. Maybe TikTok, once you follow, it'll send you notifications once we go live. Let's see, I think you guys are commenting again. If we're going for 1,140, at best, man, I'm going to try and use it for mostly gaming and streaming. I was going to possibly use it for work too. If you play 8 hours a day, what power supply is best? Even for regular gaming and stuff like that, I would just probably say try to go with anything gold and higher, like gold graded on the power supply and higher. Don't try to get like an unrated power supply. Try to get something that's rated gold or higher of power supply. And then the wattage of your power supply just depends on the specs of your PC, how much actual power you need to be, how much power the PC is going to draw. So that's when the wattage on your power supply matters. But if you're going to be using it 8 hours a day, just make sure you get something gold graded and higher. Yeah, for that price, it's a good PC, I would say. What do you think about the 32 gigabyte DDR4 and 9070X TGP with the Ryzen 7 5800X? Yeah, that's a good like combination. That's probably because I'm still DDR4 on my primary computer. I'm still DDR4. That's probably something I would go for. Yeah, 16 gigabytes is fine for gaming. It's completely fine unless you're doing like a little bit like video editing or some type of like video editing or whatever. 60 gigabyte is perfectly fine. Yeah, for gaming, you don't need more than 16 gigabytes. The thing about DDR4 is everybody thinks DDR4 is old, which it is old, but it's not like outdated. Like, it's just that DDR5, it's because technology just advances really way too fast. Like, you could still get like a 2080 Super and still like get good frames and stuff on your PC with the 2080 Super. That's like 3 generations down from where we're at now, like a 5090. You get a 3050, you get a 3060, a 4060. It's just that computers are, or technology just advances so quick that it makes all the old stuff look old, which doesn't necessarily mean they're not working or they're not. It's not like you can't upgrade to better DDR4 RAM or a better DDR4 build. So specs that I'm building here, so we are putting a 5060 Ti in this build. It has a Ryzen 7 7700, a B650M motherboard, 32 gigabytes of DDR5, 6000 megahertz RAM, 6 fans, RGB fans, and a 700 watt power supply. Yep, very good build, very good build. Also room to upgrade if you do want a better GPU, if you do want a better CPU. Perfect way to upgrade if you do want in the future. But there's no need with this. Like a mid-range build. How much is the PC? I believe this one. Let me see. I think this one has a 4 TB NVMe, so it's a bit higher. Not 100% sure. Let me double check. If you go to our link of our bio, you can see all our PCs there. On the TikTok shop, you can also probably see this exact gaming computer. This one is the Titan. If you guys are wanting to get it, it is the Titan on our TikTok shop. I think this one's like 1500, I think. Yeah, 1500. From the 1050 Ti. And I think you said you're gonna be playing Fortnite and stuff, right? I think you'll be safe with like a 5060 Ti. Yeah, you'll be safe with the 50. I don't want to give you like a regular 5060 because for a little bit more you get like a 5060 Ti. So I'll probably say like a 5060 Ti. Or you go with the AMD card. I'm not too familiar with AMD just because we don't use them here that often. We use mostly NVIDIA. But AMD is also good. I wouldn't know the alternative to an AMD card. Was that a 5090 in the background? It's a 5090 box. There used to be a 5090 in there. It's a 4060 good. Yeah, 4060 is really good. Like I was saying earlier, just everything has advanced really quick. We were at 4060, then we went to, after the 44,000 series, or the 40 series cards went to 40 series supers. They're like a, what is it? 47 super, 48 super, yeah. I believe it's 40 series, yeah. And now it's just not too long ago, too. Now we're at 50 series. It's crazy. Now we're gonna be putting the power supply in. And then we just need the GPU, and we can fire up the PC. See how it looks with the RGB fans, 6 RGB fans. The cooler also has that 1 RGB fan as well. So you do get a little bit of RGB off that cooler. Whoa. Off that cooler as well. So we are putting in a 700 watt power supply. Yeah. For Call of Duty and stuff like that, you do need a little bit better GPU. Well, you don't need anything crazy. Look, to give you like a, I have in my build, yes, you're gonna hear my build and be like, well, how do you have that shitty build? But I have a Ryzen 5 3600 with the 2060, and on Call of Duty, if you want to go into like a little bit like overclocking and little optimizing on your PC, I get over 140 FPS with a Ryzen 5 3600 and a 2060 in Call of Duty with competitive settings. In Fortnite, I get about 240 FPS on competitive settings as well with the Ryzen 5 3600 and a 2060. With I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, but that's only because I used to do video editing and stuff. But 16 to 32 should be more than enough. But yeah, like I said, there's always ways to get more FPS. Like for my build, I was able to get probably, I want to say 45% more FPS out of like my parts, just from a little bit of overclocking. NVIDIA also does a great job of having like this overclock on, I believe, the NVIDIA app with the, I forgot what it's called, not the control panel, but like where you can see like the NVIDIA overlay, where like you could clip and stuff. They have an option where you can actually overclock your GPU a little bit without voiding any type of warranty. So it's great that NVIDIA offers that. I don't know if AMD does offer that. And then optimizing like computer, like de-bloating certain stuff, removing stuff from the background and stuff, or your CPU being used more than it has to be. Just little stuff like that. Like for me, I have a Ryzen 5 3600 and a 2060. I haven't had a need to upgrade just because I'm fine with my 140 FPS, 200 FPS on Call of Duty. Like I don't need more than that. Like it's good, it runs smooth, it's perfect. It has more FPS than console. Fortnite 240 FPS plus. Competitive settings. Your build's the same as my best friend's build? Yeah, that CPU has lasted me quite a while, and that GPU. And I've used it for everything, pretty much. Video editing, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Valorant, CSGO. Yeah, it's a good build. Probably had it for 6 years. 5 or 6 years, probably. It just seems longer because it's a 2060. And now we're like at 5060s. So now we're going to connect the 24 pin, our CPU cable, and then we'll go ahead and insert our GPU. So we can go ahead and insert our GPU cable as well. All right, then we got our GPU cable here. And then we can fire up the PC. It's just one CPU cable, that's all I wanted to check. There we go. There we go. Now we can put in our GPU. Where's my other screwdriver? Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Perfect. How good is the Ryzen 7 7700? So yeah, so the benchmarks that we've done, it's a really good CPU. Believe it has 8 cores. Really good CPU, especially paired with the 5060 Ti. Yeah, especially with the paired with the 5070 Ti, it's like a good balance where it's because some people be balancing their CPUs and GPUs. One of them would be more powerful than the other one, then you'll cause bottleneck. But this is a good balance where each with the CPU and the GPU work together, and it gives you more of the benefit since they're both at the same grade. They work together very well. All right, let's go ahead and open up this 5060 Ti here. Give that to the customer. All right. Take off the plastic. So we do have the Zotac one, the Zotac 5060 Ti. Beautiful. Yeah, it's 8 cores, 16 threads, I believe. All right. There you go. GPU is in. Now I gotta screw in the screws back. So the difference between the 7700 and the 9900 is the clock speed. So the clock speed is a little bit different. That will be the difference between those CPUs. Yeah, and it gives you way more performance than the 7700. All right, now we just gotta put this back plate where the GPU used to go, connect the GPU, and then we're able to turn on the PC. Oh, we do have to do a little bit of cable management on the power supply cables here. All right, let's just finish doing our cable management for our power supply cables, and then we should be done. right. Now just need power supply, won't be done. 24 pins, sorry. All right, we are done with the kill management. Let's go ahead, plug it in, see if we get power. Make sure everything's plugged in correctly, and then go ahead and turn it on. Plug in the power to it. If you guys can see it there. What power supply should you get? Probably like 9800 XUD. Yeah, that's a I'll say probably go with like 1000 watt. Yeah, go with like 1000 watt. You should be good. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the PC. Let's go ahead and see it. I'm gonna turn off some of the lights so you can see the RGB a little bit more of the PC. There you go. Got the nice color changing on the PC. But yeah, that's our build. That's our Titan build. Head to our link in our bios if you guys do want to order this PC, or if you're on TikTok, go on the TikTok shop. This is the Titan build. One more time for the specs. We have so there's our Titan. We got an AMD Ryzen 7 7700, B650M AMD motherboard, 4GB NVMe, 32 gigabytes of DDR5, 6000 megahertz RAM, 700 watt power supply, paired with the 5060 Ti, 16 gigabyte graphics card. Yep, in our Veritech Matrix case here in white. Yep. If you are new to the stream, make sure you drop a follow so you guys know when we do go live. We do go live every single day. Yeah, we have different builds, benchmark streams, stuff like that, just for you guys to be able to see the way some of these PCs do perform. You guys have any questions for the build? All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream there. Make sure you tune into the next stream. We are gonna have another either customer build, a custom build. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you drop like if you're on YouTube or Twitch. Make sure you subscribe, follow, turn on notifications. Like I said, so you know when we are live. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream.